Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah. Takes 8 minutes.
It's not recording us.
Hi guys, welcome to my book a week challenge. We are in week 4 now, which is super exciting, and this week it is Among the Lemon Trees by Nadia Mark. So this is definitely different to the 3 books again, because I'm trying to have some different things going on, and I was kind of seeing this as a summer book. I was kind of in the mood for somewhere where someone travels somewhere, or some nice descriptions of a place, and I was just flicking through, just when I was reading I saw a man, because I put them both together. I was just flicking through and I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. So that Anna goes to Greece, well, an island in Greece, and there's, you know, a family history there, and apparently there's some really great descriptions of the place, so I thought I'd give it a read. So it's a very gentle read in the sense that it's nicely plotted along. There's a few drama moments in there. There's some nice, really sweet moments. There's some great travel descriptions as well, I think, of, you know, the Greek islands and the transition between Anna's life in London and then as she goes to the island, and then also the backstory as well, where it goes to her family history and her father and her aunt's history together. The book is in 4 parts. In the beginning of the novel, the large portion is about Anna, and she finds out that her husband's cheated and he's not sure if she wants to be with her, and her kids are all grown up and everything, so she decides that she's going to go to the place where she feels most at home, so she goes to Greece, where we sort of find out a lot about her character and how she changes while she's there, and, you know, she's been alone for the first time in such a long time, so she starts recapturing her youth a little bit, and she meets this guy who works in a bar. I think he's a waiter or something, I'm not too sure. Antonio, earlier on in the novel. I kind of forgot about him. And then she meets someone who becomes more of her love interest. And then she meets someone who becomes more of her love interest as she explores a bit more the island. And then he is a painter and she wants to paint as well, so they both have that in common. So I really enjoyed the whole Anna storyline, and that was the part of the book that I loved and that I flicked through. The parts where Anna was, she was meeting this guy, and she was really changing, letting herself loose, and then also she has, you know, she's dealing with the fact that she's still married and all of this other stuff, and she's finding out some little secrets here and there about her aunt, and she's got this really nice relationship with her aunt. And she's also missing kids and everything. So I thought Anna was a really great character, and I was really enjoying seeing what was going on with her and the relationships she was having and the experience she was having on the island and the person she was becoming. And then, so after she finds these letters midway through the novel, where the story then goes way back in time to the war, when her aunt, and spoiler alert, where aunt and her dad, who are cousins, I think that's right, they grew up together, and her sister as well were all together, and then they had this really nice, really cute friendship on the island. And then obviously as things were different there, you know, the girls had to fight to go to school and everything, and I quite liked that storyline. I thought Aunt was a really great character. And then her aunt and her dad had this whole thing, because they were cousins and related, it was all frowned upon, and then there's a whole lot of that, so that goes on for a while, because he goes off to war, and then her sister actually gets really injured in one of the games on the Greek island. So there's a whole lot of backstory which goes on for a while because we go back to that era, and we don't really return back to Anna until really, really late on in the novel. I would have liked to have shortened down the 90s story and just kept it in the present, because I was much more enjoying Anna and her conflicted feelings between, you know, Max and this new guy and this Greek island, this exciting thing. I thought that was just so much more interesting, and I liked a few family secrets here and there, but that became the novel then, and that became the whole storylines. So it was interesting seeing her reaction to it and everything, but it took for me it was just a bit like, I think at one point I was just ready to move on a little bit and just get back to what was going on in the present. I don't know if that's just me, you probably don't feel the same way, but sometimes when I'm into a story, I don't want it to suddenly change to something completely different. I want to just stick on that story, you know, because I've just invested my time in this character, so I don't want to go and then read about another character who I don't really know much about. So I was enjoying reading more about Anna. But then it does return to her at the end, and there's a nice resolution, and obviously what she learned in the past. What she learned about in the past was affected her today, but my favourite part of the novel was her relationship with, I forgot the guy's name. What is his name? She meets this guy, Nikos. So her relationship with Nikos is my favourite part of the novel, because I think there's some really nice moments when they meet on the beach at this one time, and she gets up really early and he's already there. I think that was my favourite part of the novel, and then I just wanted more, but then obviously it goes back to, there were some really great descriptions of Greece as well in the novel, so that was really interesting. I liked the history bits when it goes back in time to the war, and you know how the war affected some people, especially in Italy as well, because we go to Italy at one point when her dad met this other girl, and then it sort of wanders off on this whole other third story about her relationship, who's obviously Anna's mum. So that was interesting seeing how that goes, but again, it just kind of felt like I'm not really that invested in that story. Overall, it was a nice read, a nice easy read, and there was some nice descriptions, really nice moments in there. Like I said, the beach scene was my favourite moment. I'm not sure if you agree as well with the whole backstory and stuff, but you might agree, you might not, but I was more invested in Anna than the backstory. And there's a really nice moment as well in the future when the aunt and her dad have sort of, now they're older, they can sort of just live peacefully together and have what they always wanted when they were younger. So I do like the fact that their friendship and their whole lifetime together sort of has affected them. Let me know what you think of Among the Lemon Trees. If you enjoyed it, what's been your favourite book so far as well? If you've been in the challenge, we're on week 4 now, so we've had The Couple Next Door, The Girl Before, I Saw a Man, and now Among the Lemon Trees. And next week we have got the second book by Sharia Lapina. I still think I'm saying that wrong, that name wrong, but it's the follow-up to The Couple Next Door. So it's a Stranger in the House. It's not a sequel. I'm already very excited for this because I've read a little bit of it already, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm going to plough through this book really, really quick. So if you want to do week 5 with me as well, please, A Stranger in the House is next week's book, and I'm very excited to give this a read and let you know what I thought of it. But yeah, this week's has been On the Lemon Trees. I'd say it's a perfect holiday plane book, you know, a book to read on a plane, nothing too heavy, some nice moments. I have to admit, there was some really nice moments where I was a bit like, oh, that was cute, but again, I wouldn't run, similar to I Saw a Man, I wouldn't run out and recommend it or run out and read it again, but it was a nice book, a nice read, some nice characters, and really great, strong descriptions of Greece, and really strong storyline overall. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you're thinking of the challenge so far, and again, if you have any thoughts on this week's book, please comment below, and if there's anything else you want me to talk about in these little weekly videos, let me know.